Hey guys, and welcome to the pilot episode of my new show, Sci Fi and World Building. Now, today I am starting with, let's say, a slightly weird topic because I didn't know what to start with, but anyway, I'm doing it. Well, this episode will be on Star Wars Hyperdrive, and we'll see how this thing breaks the continuity and the world building of Star Wars. Let's dive into it. So, for the hyperdrive, here are our questions for the day. Like, the hyperdrive is amazing. It's probably one of the most iconic scenes. So, let's just see. But it has been very, very underused in Star Wars. Like, just see that there are. So let's just see what exactly it is and maybe what it does. Because turned out like I fell in love with Star Wars for its excellent world building. Its world building was like so detailed and so focused. But now that I've taken a closer look at it, I was shocked at how quickly it fell apart. I'm gonna get so much hate for doing this. Okay, so let's see how Star Wars how it explains away the hyperdrive. Here we go. So, the canonical explanation for Star Wars hyperdrive is. Let's just read the definition right of Wikipedia. The Star Wars hyperdrive technology allows sentience to bypass this light speed barrier, making the use of a transphysical effect to create ripples in space-time. A hyperdrive equipped ship would propel off these ripples to jump into hyperspace, allowing it to traverse the galaxy at speeds of hundreds or even thousands of times the speed of light. Okay, that was a lot of nerdy high-tech wizardry things, but what does that really mean? So basically, it's saying that the hyperdrive somehow creates ripples in space-time, and those ripples allow it to somehow jump into hyperspace, and that allows it to traverse the galaxy at hundreds and thousands of times the speed of light. Blah blah blah. Let's just see why it falls apart. Okay. So ripples in space-time exist. If you have been alive since 2015, which I assume you have been, and are even remotely interested in this subject, because come on, why else would you be here? I'm assuming you heard of the LIGO experiment. They detected these very waves, the gravitational waves. It was making all the headlines and blah blah blah. But the point is, these waves move at the speed of light. You cannot use them to cross the speed of light. Also, how are these ripples transporting it into another dimension? These ripples, they just exist in our dimension. They cannot transport you to a higher dimension. They are not like some sort of portal which you can jump off. And the final thing. These ripples bend space-time. That has consequences. Like, if this were being a bit more realistic, every time Han Solo jumped to warp speed, his face should look like it has been through one of those liquidizer wraps. Also, let's just look at this. Some people, however, are not deterred. They try to explain away this Star Wars hyperdrive by using popular things. The two most popular cutouts are warp drive. No. Some techies fan might have crossed here, but no. The hyperspace drives are not warp drives, simply because warp drives do not need hyperspace to explain them. Although there are some things as hyperspace warp drives, this ship drive is not warping hyperspace, because we know that they take a lot of energy to produce, and we know there is some acceleration going on there. They are not going relatively still. You can feel the acceleration that has been quoted in one of the Kotor games. I don't have the clip here, but if I had, I would show you. But yeah, no warp drives. So get out, Trekkies. Some have also theorized it might be a wormhole, which is again a bad explanation. Here's why. Wormholes canonically exist in the Star Wars universe. It's something that we might get to in a future episode, but yeah, once in the Legends, the Emperor Palpatine had used it to destroy an entire planet and an army. Go check out Wikipedia. We'll talk about it sometime later. But yeah, wormholes do exist in Star Wars, and they are usually bad news. So no, these are not wormholes which are being used here. Sorry to break your fantasy. Oh, as an aside, I am only using the Legends timeline here because the canon has a lot of problems which would break the logic of everything. Like that last Jedi scene threw everything into a mess. So now let's see that something which might serve as a good alternative. Yeah, so sometimes the simplest option might be the most accurate. So we are, for the rest of this video, just gonna assume that it creates some sort of a small portal which lets the ship slip into hyperdrive while being presumably in some sort of bubble of real space, not a warp drive, because warp drives have very discrete edges, while this has no discrete edges separating it from the rest of hyperspace. But and it uses engines to power it. We can clearly see that. So yeah, that's the option we are going with. Deal with it. Yeah, so let's just see. No. Yes. So let's see how the Star Wars guys. Wait, what is the real term for Star Wars fans here? I'm not sure. Please, if someone in the comments can enlighten me, please go ahead. Here are some other things that you can do with such advanced technologies which like Star Wars always forgets. Like here, Han Solo mentions that you can go into a supernova. It has also been canonically confirmed that any explosion which takes place in hyperspace has a lot more energy than one taking place in real space. So here's the question: why wouldn't somebody just use the hyperspace to lead enemy ships into a supernova, or better yet, create a small explosion in something while it was coming out of hyperspace, and boom, you suddenly have got a much larger explosion. It also makes you wonder why the Empire needed the Death Star. They could have clearly just opened a small portal through hyperspace and brought an supernova to the center of whatever planet they want to blow. Still, why don't you do this? It's like almost like George Lucas didn't think this out. Also, since hyperspace is so readily available to them, why are there still barren planets like Tatooine in the Star Wars galaxy? Like, come on, they can do much better than it. It's also been explicitly stated that capital ships have generators which have more power than entire stars. What? They have more power than entire stars. You are wasting that power on moving ships which are around 100 meters long across space. Can't you use that same power to, I don't know, make Tatooine a paradise or something? Please thing. These hyperspace types are energy guzzlers, and so that means you clearly must have a lot of energy. And then why is there conflict in the Star Wars galaxy again? Moving over. Also, the entire plot of the Star Wars need not have happened. Why? Because you can use hyperspace to get into places. Why don't they make some sort of maneuvering unit type thing which accesses hyperspace, and you can send one person through it into the whatever secret imperial database, and you can steal it and also send the data back home. Come on, you can do that. That would make the entire plot of Rogue One and the entire original trilogy irrelevant. But so what? You can win the war without sacrificing a single life. What is wrong with you? Do it. But then again, if they had done that, we wouldn't have gotten this amazing thing. I guess I can forgive that. That movie was awesome. And finally, in conclusion, I was originally drawn into Star Wars because it was filled with intricate plot, character details, and the story seemed so intricately planned that it was like a living, breathing world. I was drawn into it. But now that I start to closely examine it, I realized that George Lucas favored developing his characters over developing his world. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. And it allows us not to complain about something in this otherwise perfect thing. So, why not? Everyone wins. Bye bye. Also, if you like this video, please tell me in the comments what to do next. I'll probably hold a poll question of the top 5 rated comments and all. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share it. Until next time, bye.